So we're season 4 here, and we're getting close to that season 4 reload. We're going to be talking about the top 10 best weapons on the game. We're also going to give you guys 5 extra bonus weapons just in case you guys want to use something different outside the top 10. Now basically a total of 15 weapons that we're going to be talking about here on this video. So as far as the top 5, top 3, those weapons, there's no debate. Those are the real meta in MW3. So anyway, honorable mention, the BP50. This weapon right here is one of the best weapons on the game in my opinion. The reason this weapon did not make it on the top 15 or the top 10 is because for whatever reason the other weapons are just way better than this one. Now let me be very clear, we all had different opinions. This is just my preference. So if you guys have a weapon placed in a different place, let me know in the comments down below. Like I say, we all had different tastes on some of these weapons. So the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna showcase each one of these weapons with a pack punch level 3 legendary tool, and then we're gonna show a little bit of gameplay with each weapon while we talk about the weapon, and then we're gonna rank him, and then you guys let me know in the comments down below what do you guys think. As for U4G and sponsorship, they are a pro web provider Call of Duty service. They have bot lobby service that can help you get all hard challenges and make interstellar camo easily done. If you don't want to play by yourself, they can help you with that. Use my code J.I to get cheap Call of Duty top up nukes, zombies, schematics, and consumer. Meanwhile, they can top up officially 50% off for CP points and ship redeem code. It's worth a try. Use my discount code JR for extra 5% off. So we're gonna start with number 15 with the M16 AR. So the M16 I got a conversion kit in season 3 reload, which it was the third aftermarket part attachment on that season, right after the Jack Warden, after the Jack Atlas kit. This new conversion kit changes the M16 from a 3-round burst weapon to a powerful full automatic rifle. If you guys didn't know, the M16 got a buff in the beginning of that season with the anticipation of the conversion kit being added. That update saw the AR recoil reduced by 20%, making it more accurate. That buff made it stronger, but it's the introduction of the Jack Patriot conversion kit that truly elevated the M16 to the highest power. The M16 accuracy, recoil, fire rate, and the TTK makes this weapon so deadly, and the conversion kit making this weapon full automatic makes this weapon one of the best weapons in the game. Now if you guys know, the M4 is one of those weapons that are full automatic that looks just like the M16, but it did not pack the amount of punch that the M16. But being a burst weapon but now a full automatic, this weapon is crazy. With 120 rounds, this weapon is legit. But it's not number 14, the Striker SMG. The Striker SMG was recommended by so many people because this weapon was amazing. Now I remember in the comments some of the people was telling me like, yo, use this Striker, this weapon is legit, and it had got a buff from 23 to 28 as far as damage. So this weapon does a lot of damage now. So one of the things you're gonna like about this weapon is the ADS speed, because this weapon is an SMG. The ADS speed is really good, so you're gonna be able to snap from one zombie to another, and because the TTK went up, and on top of that you're using the Deadshot perk, this weapon becomes really good. Now another thing about this weapon is it comes with 120 rounds once you pack punch this weapon, and you're using the right attachment to actually increase the ammo capacity on this weapon. This is one of the best SMGs on the game, and I guarantee you can actually run the red zone, the Dark Ether with this weapon, and it does legit damage to the Mega Abomination and any other boss. So like I said, the Striker is one of the best SMGs on the game. Definitely use it. It's going to allow you to do things that you probably didn't know you was able to do with this weapon. But the next weapon is going to be the RGL80 launcher. It's our only best pick for the launcher, as it can basically do everything that you can expect. You can destroy vehicle, you can kill a whole group of enemies in a single blast, but with the ability to hold 6 rounds, and also the fact that you don't have to reload every single shot. Now this weapon, once you pack punch this weapon, you get 12 rounds, and if you use the Mac holding with this weapon is absolutely insane. But now that we have dead wire, look at this. As long as you hit zombies with the dead wire, they will just drop dead at some point. This thing is amazing using the Mac holding or using the dead wire. Now if you combine both, I mean, this thing is absolutely insane. Pack punch level 3 with a legendary tool, this thing becomes a menace. The RGL launcher is one of those weapons that could definitely be on the top 5, definitely top 10 because of the damage output. And then another thing about this weapon, like I mentioned with the dead wire detonator, this thing makes this weapon OP, but it's just not as mobile as some of the other weapons. But the next weapon is Core 45. When it comes to the Core 45, there is one thing that a lot of people talk about. This weapon does a lot of damage, but the main thing is the XRK IPv2 conversion kit. It's a full conversion kit for the Core 45. When equipped, the appearance and behavior turns into an SMG light. It comes with an improved iron sight for mid to long range, while also allows you to attack stance fire the weapon from CQC into a pinch. Despite how it looks, the converted weapon is still a single shot. It is not a way for a handgun to turn to an SMG conversion, at least if you're not the Renetti. The biggest difference between the two is that the kit gets a different function trigger, which fires one bullet when you pull the trigger and another when you release. Now, if you guys go to the settings and you go to the fire manual behavior, I think that's what it's called, you can actually change that from hold to manually tap. That allows you to fire the weapon almost full automatic. It goes from pretty much working like a burst weapon to a full automatic SMG, and it does a lot more damage like that. This weapon improves on fire rate, bullet velocity, and aim sway. The AMR9 is a fantastic SMG option in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, especially for the players looking for something in between an SMG and assault rifle. The AMR9 is one of the best SMGs in Modern Warfare 3, capable of close range damage as well as long range combat. When out with the right attachment, this weapon can become really overpowered. Now, if you guys put the magazine, that's going to give you 100. Once you pocket punch this weapon, you're just going to go all the way to 200 rounds. Now, this weapon already has fast ADS, and the mobility is already good. On top of that, you can snap between zombies and other zombies so fast and easy, and get a critical hit damage when you use that Deadshot perk. Makes this weapon absolutely broken. You can take down a disciple so fast and easy with this weapon, and having the right attachment with this weapon, which by the way, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the best class setup for each one of the weapons at the end of the video. Weapon is a battle rifle. A lot of people is sleeping on this weapon. When this weapon was first introduced, when we first started playing the game, this weapon was a one-shot kill, even in the red zone. Sometimes it was taking 2 shots when you use the legendary tool, pocket punch level 3, and you pretty much had to use Deadshot perk. But this weapon, ever since it had got an aftermarket part attachment, which like I say, we will put the class setup at the end of the video for every single weapon. But when you put the aftermarket part attachment to this weapon, it shoots like an LMG. It starts speeding up as you actually hold the button down, and you get 100 rounds when you pocket punch. This weapon is a monster. At number 9, we got the Ram 9 SMG. This is one of the best weapons in the game, and a lot of people forget about this weapon. When this weapon was first introduced into MW3, NWZ, this weapon was used by everybody. This was the meta weapon, number 1, number 2, because he had kills so fast, and he has one of the fastest fire rate in the game. The TTK on this weapon makes a case for this weapon as being one of the best weapons in the game. I remember when this weapon came out, like I say, I had used it because I was just so impressed. I was like, yo, this is like the Ram 7, but different. And when I mean different, it just felt special. Now, this weapon has a really good amount of recoil and accuracy. ADS is really good, and on top of that, you have enough ammo capacity. If you use a micro holder with this weapon, I guarantee you it's going to carry you to the level 3, and you can do the Dark Ether with this thing. But the next one is weapon number 8, the Tempest Racerback. This weapon is absolutely overpowered. We're using this with a legendary tool, pocket punch level 3, and an ammo mod. This weapon becomes incredible. The Tempest Racerback does offer a high handling and fast fire rate stats, although the gun is an MW2 weapon. In zombie, this weapon is crazy. The damage output is incredible. It can provide good follow-up for every single shot. Now, critical hit damage using Deadshot with this weapon, and make sure you guys have a speed cola so you can reload this weapon even faster. And as far as mega abominations, it does a lot of damage to the mega as well. This weapon has been taking notice in the community, and it has a chance to actually move even on the top 5. Now, this weapon has become one of the most popular weapons, and you can actually snap from zombies to zombies, and you get 120 rounds. Imagine putting the marker holding on this weapon. The next one we got at number 7, the MCW, the most OP AR in MWC. This weapon is a monster. Now it's a debate right now with the FR Advancer and the Racerback. Now, like I say, it's a debate. You guys let me know in the comments down below which one's in front, which one's in the back. But I got this one right now, number 7. This weapon TTK is crazy. You guys were telling me to use this weapon. I didn't believe you guys, but I had listened to you guys, and when I had used it, I'm like, yo, this thing kills and melts everything so fast. I'm talking about it's an instant kill. Now, what makes this weapon even better is that when you put a flamethrower on this weapon, and let me go ahead and tell you guys, it's not about the flamethrower. This is the best weapon to actually carry the flamethrower, because the flamethrower can go ahead and eliminate the zombies, and the weapon can kill zombies as fast as a flamethrower, and on top of that, it can eliminate bosses easy. Not the flamethrower, the actual weapon. This weapon is a beast. Putting the marker holding on this weapon makes it even better. We're talking about 560 rounds on this weapon. The TTK is already legit. And on top of that, since you had the flamethrower just in case you get into any situation that you don't want to be on, this weapon is insane. I'm definitely going to give you guys the best class setup at the end of the video. Check it out because you're going to love this build. But the next weapon is the FR Advancer. This is by far, I believe, the fastest AR in the game. This thing fires so fast. We're talking about 120 rounds. We're talking about, I believe, 800 on the ammo capacity, 900 rounds on the ammo capacity on the reserve. And this weapon melts with the ADS and the aim down the sight speed. And using dead shot perk, this weapon kills so fast. I mean, look at this. So when we're talking about a fastest killing machine, this weapon by far has been used by so many people, because a lot of people will tell you, yo, put the FR Advancer on your build. Use this loadout because this weapon kills zombies so fast. Now, as you guys already know, that weapon resembles the FAMAS from the original Black Ops game, and that weapon was incredible. It was one of the best ARs in the game. But the next weapon we got at number 5, the Rival 9. This is one of the most broken things you're gonna see on Modern Warfare 3 Zombie. I mean, this weapon right here is absolutely broken. Definitely one of the best metas in the game right now. This weapon deletes zombies like it's nothing. It's like giving a kid a whole bunch of candy. That candy would disappear so fast. This is how fast this weapon deletes zombies. This is the Rival 9 SMG, and this weapon got a major buff in Season 4. And a lot of people have not noticed this, and a lot of people are not talking about this, but this weapon right here is gonna blow your mind. New Season 4 buff to the Rival 9 SMG with a conversion kit. Increased bullet velocity from 500 up to 450. So it used to be 450 on bullet velocity. Jack Hunter carbine conversion kit got an increase of the rate of fire from 882 rounds per minute up from 682. We're talking about bullet velocity, right? So we're talking about the velocity leaving the weapon, how fast the bullet gets to the target, how fast the bullet travels. So that's bullet velocity right there. And then we're talking about the fire rate. So the weapon has a high fire rate now, 800. That's almost 1,000, yo. 882 rounds. So that's almost 1,000 rounds per minute. That means that the bullets are going really fast because of the velocity and because of the fire rate. And the weapon already had a high damage output. So with this weapon, it's just broken. We had to do it, the WSP Swarm. The reason why this weapon is not as strong as the FJX, we're going to go ahead and throw that out there. The FJX kill a lot faster, is stronger, is faster. It feels faster, but based on the stats, this weapon's faster. Now you get dual SMGs, right? So you got 100 rounds on one side and you got 100 rounds on the other weapon. That's 200 rounds. When you pack a punch, that's 200 on one side, 200 the other one, that's 400 rounds. If you put a marker holding, that's 900 and plus rounds in this weapon. This weapon kills so fast. When now you get a critical hit damage, the accuracy, recoil based on the build makes this weapon almost unstoppable. It don't matter how many zombies coming at you. It could be 40, it could be 50. This thing is crazy. You already had dead shot perk, legendary tool, epic tool. This thing is absolutely monsters. But the next weapon, let's talk about this, man. The Renetti. Oh my god, I don't even know what to say anymore about the Renetti. Now, if you guys remember, the Renetti got nerfed. Let me go ahead and clarify this. The Renetti got nerfed only for Warzone. no for the multiplayer, and no for zombies. The Renetti is one of the fastest killing machine pistols. This thing converts into an SMG by using the aftermarket part attachment. The Renetti, this thing is a monster. Now, one of the things about the Renetti, you get 100 rounds with this weapon. It has a high fire rate, as far as like the output fire rate is absolutely insane. It could be one of the fastest fire rate in the game. Is debatable with the next one, but this thing output fire rate, ADS speed is insane, and your mobility is crazy as well. This thing can actually take down mega abominations without any help from anybody or any other object. This thing is a monster. Okay, so number 2, we got the Crossbow, the meta. This is one of the most destructive weapons in the game. This thing erases, melts everything so fast. You can see right there the Mangler, the Disciple, the Mega Abomination. Using the explosive round on this thing with the buff that this weapon got a while ago, this weapon becomes incredible, super overpowered. This thing with now using dead wire detonator, I mean, this thing is just so broken, and the speed cola makes this weapon even better because you're able to reload so fast. This is one of the best weapons on the game, and you guys definitely need to use it. Check the build at the end of the video. I love the Crossbow with the dead wire detonator with explosive rounds. Using the right perks, you don't even take damage when the things blow up next to you. Now, we all have different preference on how we build the weapons. Now, my build actually got this weapon set up to have really good accuracy, recoil, and ADS is pretty good. But if you use the speed cola, if you use the Deadshot perk, it does even damage. You can see right here, we're not even using the Deadshot perk. But like I say, definitely use the build that we're about to give you because you're definitely gonna like. This is the best build, and like I said, this weapon does so much damage. You can do the Dart Ether, even the new Dart Ethers you can see right here, and it should be able to carry you through the whole entire match. Now, this is by far one of the most destructive weapons. I think it's way better than the RGL, which is the rocket launcher, and it does the same amount of damage. Basically, one hit, one kill. But again, the Crossbow is just different. But the next weapon is going to impress you even more. FJX is by far, I'm going to go ahead and repeat this, by far one of the best weapons in the game. You can actually run this weapon pretty much all day long in the red zone, the Dart Ether, any infested stronghold. You can go ahead and use this weapon pretty much from anything. This weapon is so fast and strong at the same time. Mobility, fire rate, accuracy, and you're able to snap so fast between zombies that this thing can pretty much carry you by far more than any other gun you're gonna see out there, because this thing is absolutely broken. A lot of people in the comments kept telling me to go ahead and use this weapon because this weapon was that good, and once I had used it and showcased this weapon, I was impressed myself. This thing actually melts Mega Abomination fast and easy, as long as you actually hit it from close quarter. You don't want to be too far because it works better when you are close range when it comes to the Mega Abomination. This weapon right here, the FJX, because it got a major buff. Alright, so let's talk about the buff. So we got recoil decreased from 42.5 to 35.4, 17%. We got max damage range from 10.2 to 17.8, 75%. Increased near damage range to 20.3 to 25.4. Lower torso damage multiplier times 1 to 1.1 times. So this weapon right here got a major buff. So let's talk about a few more things that this weapon actually got. So according to the patch notes, this weapon actually got a few more adjustments. So the max damage increased to 28 up from 27. Near mid damage increased to 24 up from 23. Mid damage increased to 21 up from 19. Minimum damage increased to 19 up from 16. This weapon, I'm telling you, is crazy. Grows almost instantly. But the next one is the FTAC Siege. This weapon right here is absolutely a monster weapon. It's extremely broken. When we talking about a handgun that is just top of the line, only one handgun can rival this one, and that's the Renetti with a conversion kit. The Renetti with the Jack Ferocity Carbine conversion kit is almost insane, and this weapon is a debate on that, like which one is better. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave the debate to you guys. Also the FJX, I mean, between these three weapons, you don't know which one is better. This thing is so deadly with the fire rate, the recoil, the accuracy. It has great mobility, but the fact that you have so many rounds with this weapon is almost incredible. 140 40 plus rounds with these weapons when you pack punch this weapon. And then the fire rate, I mean, we're talking about a lot of rounds going into the enemy. The Mega Abomination health go down so fast, it melts the Mega, it melts the Disciple, the Mangler, and the Mimic. This weapon is one of the weapons that can carry you, and it could be one of your favorite weapons